sir. Yes, sir. We live. We back, man. Welcome back. Or just welcome. If it's your first time here, this is the Golden Goose DFS experience. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose. We are the leaders in single entry 3 max and 20 max content, but have no fear. If that's not your particular style of play, it does not matter, man. If you play NBA DFS at all, I don't care what contest, how big or small, this is one of the best places you can be in, man. Pardon me. This is the best place you can be in. You know what I'm talking about? No, but for real though, man, this is where you want to be if you're playing NBA DFS. Hit the subscribe button, turn your notification bell on so you can be here rocking with me when the videos and content drop, all right? Also, do me one small favor. I'm pleading with you. Hit that like button for your boy, man. Let's get this video to 100 likes, man. It helps the channel grow. It's greatly needed and appreciated. And most of all, it gets some good energy, some good karma headed your direction. And no matter how good things are in life, we could all use more good energy, positive vibes, and good karma. So why not hit that like button? I guarantee it brings some more of that to your life, all right? This is the Starting 5 series if you're new here, where I bring you 5 plays that's more than likely going to be in my DraftKings and FanDuel player pool. I always say more than likely because, like yesterday, you can get a ton of injury news. A lot of guys ruled out that just switches up everything from what you see in this video. So, but if you want to be with me, with my live stream, live before lock, getting my plays on the spot, my lineups, what I'm building, the guys I'm high on, go and join the Patreon link down below, man. Gives you access to my live stream before lock, all right? But that being said, we're going to give you the starting 5 for the day. But before we do, you know, we got the lineup review, going over my best lineups from yesterday's slate. I got that pulled up. Get comfortable. Let's talk about it, all right? Yesterday, profitable day on DraftKings, profitable day on FanDuel, very nice. Could have been a little more profitable if you was like me with that Kyle Anderson news. That injury definitely hurt you. I was over the field on Kyle Anderson. He pulled hamstring tightness or something like that. Only played like 15 minutes, so definitely killed a lot of my lineups. Could have been a much better day. Outside of that, man, only had like 2 Luka lineups. I was on Donovan Mitchell yesterday. I thought that game would be competitive. I didn't know it would be that high scoring, as Cavs played pretty good defense. I did not know it would be that high scoring, but Luka was the man. But let's get into this breakdown, man. At the top, Donovan Mitchell, 6% on. You saw me talk about him yesterday in the video. Got off to a slow start, but he picked it up in the second half and got it going. 51 fantasy points from him. He was solid here, but when you got guys like Tyus Jones, who was just the outright best play on the slate yesterday, man. When you got guys like Tyus Jones at 6,200 going and getting 17 assists, it's going to be hard to beat that. He was the best point per dollar play yesterday. You needed him if you wanted to take something down. Shooting guard, man, Moses Moody got this news before lock that he would be starting. Got plenty of him at the flat men. 22 fantasy points for him was solid in this spot. Corey Kispert had a big day for us. 25% on, 36 fantasy points, man. Filling it up out there. He was scoring the ball well for these Wizards. Power forward. I took some shots like this on the spots that I didn't have Kyle Anderson. I got guys like Cam Johnson, and just he didn't work out well, man. I thought it was a great spot for him. It was a tough spot for him against the Orlando Magic, but I thought he was in good shape once he moved into the starting lineup, and there was no Cam Thomas over there as well. I knew that would free up some uses and shots for other guys, and I know Cam Johnson is an offensive player, so they insert him in the starting lineup for more offense without Cam Thomas. Thought that bode well for his outlook at 4,800. Just did not come to fruition here. Only 15 fantasy points hurt me in this spot, so that was the downside, man. Even I say the spots where I didn't get to Kyle Anderson, I thought Cam Johnson was a decent pivot at the same price range. So I knew Kyle Anderson would be high on. I had him a lot too, but in the spots that I didn't have him, I had guys like Cam Johnson here who just did not work out for me. At the center spot, got to some Marvin Bagley, 5,800, caught him at 7% on, with no Denny Avdia and no Koulibaly over there. We thought that could solidify Bagley's minutes, and we was right in that assumption, man. He got like 33, 34 minutes in this spot, and a nice game from him. Wish he had got another rebound here for the double-double bonus and gave us a bigger score, but we'll definitely take a 40 burger from him at 5,800. Miles McBride, man, I thought he would be more owned than this, but hey, I guess not. I got the plenty of them. Once Brunson was ruled out, McBride was my favorite Nick. I didn't really want any of the other guys. I got to some Josh Hart, though. Luckily, he had a big night, but McBride was my favorite. I had plenty of McBride, man. 4,500 gave us 30 fantasy points here against the New Orleans Pelicans. Very solid. Anthony Edwards, he's the reason I didn't get as much Donovan Mitchell as I wanted, and I'm okay with it. Once Cat got ruled out, man, I knew that boded well for Anthony Edwards. I got the plenty. Edwards and DeJounte Murray were my two highest owned plays on yesterday's slate, man. Way over the field on those two guys. Edwards was solid for us. 57 fantasy points here. Just cooked, man. The Spurs made a little run at it late, so he was forced to get back in there, but I wish they could have kept it a little closer the whole time out. We probably could have got a bigger score from Anthony Edwards, but we'll definitely take that here at this $9K price tag. And then DeJounte Murray was just okay at 8,900. They got up big early on the Jazz, and guys like Jalen Johnson had it going, so DeJounte Murray didn't have to do as much. Just 17 points here, 11 assists. Got a nice double-double for us with 44 fantasy points in this spot here. All right. Let's go over look at FanDuel, see how we fared over there. Single entry, man. Nice little double up over here. Came in 102nd place. At the top, Miles McBride. Plenty of them over here as well. 31 fantasy points. You can see DeJounte Murray. 42 fantasy points at 75% on. He was just a solid play yesterday, and he didn't destroy you. Even though he didn't crush, he still didn't destroy you, man. He had a safe floor and all the upside in the world, especially playing against the Utah Jazz. They just could not keep it close and really push DeJounte in this spot. Moses Moody, once again, plenty of them. I don't know why he wasn't as owned over here on FanDuel, but I mean, 21 fantasy points. Big difference versus the 30 he had on DK, but it was okay. Needed a little more from him on FanDuel, but you don't get those 3-point bonuses and things like that for FanDuel, or the double-doubles and stuff like that. But they give you an extra point for steals and blocks, so that's how they try to equate it. But Moses Moody definitely needed a little better from him on FanDuel. Anthony Edwards, once again, man, 58 fantasy points at 22% on. Definitely a take that. Kyle Anderson, 40% on. A lot of people was with me. 14 fantasy points. You can't do nothing about injuries, guys. It's just one of the plays, like when I tell the gang the next morning when you're evaluating your plays, were you right, were you wrong, did you get lucky, did you get unlucky, whatever. That's just a spot you got unlucky in. Foul trouble, injuries, there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, I don't even just get upset. I try not to get upset anymore. It's just a part of the game, man. It happens. Like I say, sometimes it's going to work in your favor, sometimes it's going to work against you. You just got to roll with the punches. Got some Bogdanovich here, 35 fantasy points. He was okay. Taylor Hendricks. I went back to the Taylor Hendricks well. One, because of the matchup against the Atlanta Hawks. Fast-paced game, no defense. And two, I knew with all the other value plays and Taylor Hendricks not having great performances the last couple of games that people would be off of him. I went right back to him. He was 4,100 over here on FanDuel, 13% on. He gave me 25 fantasy points. It would suffice. I wanted a little more from him, but I'd take it. Zion here against the Knicks, similar to DeJounte Murray, man. They kind of got up on the Knicks and kind of coasted in. They didn't need a lot from Zion. Guys like Trey Murphy had it going. So Zion, he didn't even play 30 minutes. I think he played like 28 minutes in this spot. They had this one in hand pretty easily. 33 fantasy points. Wanted more, but hey, nothing you can do when the game gets out of hand. Then I went back to Vooch down here. Nice double-double from him going against the Detroit Pistons. I don't know how they lose this game right here, but they did. 42 fantasy points from him. He was okay, but actually Andre Drummond was the better player. He just destroyed off the bench. All right. But like I said, profitable day across both sides. You can't be mad at that. Let's get to today's 6-game slate. And, you know, like always, a bunch of questionable tags, some injuries we're going to be waiting on. Big names like Fox. Is Cat going to play tonight? It's personal, so Hopefully everything is all right, but personal, there's no time that you don't know what it is. We don't know what it is. And it's just basically if he feels up to playing. So we could get him back out there tonight. We'll have to wait and see. But you know me, I'm gonna bring you the plays as I see it right now. And hey, if you wanna know what we changed to, man, hit the Patreon. Like I said, down below. At the top though, point guard. We know the Clippers are without Paul George, man. So that opens up a lot of Clippers, especially in this matchup against the Lakers. And at the top, point guard, I got my eye on James Harden, 8,400. Listen, this should be a good game. I can't wait to watch this game. Clippers are rolling. Lakers are playing well over the last couple games, trying to solidify those playoffs position. It's very interesting. I'm going to definitely stay up and watch this game tonight. James Harden, 8,400. You know what he's capable of, man. And with no Paul George over there, it's more usage for him and Kawhi Leonard. Give me some James Harden in this spot. Getting a lovely matchup against some horrible D'Angelo Russell defense out there. I ain't going to say horrible. He's been trying to improve and playing a little better on defense. No disrespect intended to you, Mr. Russell. But I think James Harden can cook whatever defense you're throwing out there. Sign me up for James Harden at 8,400. At the shooting guard. Now, we're going to need this Fox news, but this is one of those plays I like, man. Malik Monk, we got a guy who's a solid player regardless of whether Fox plays or not. You know he's going to get those minutes off the bench. If he's hot, he's going to get a little more. They'll leave him out there. But he's going to get 20 to 20. He's in that 20 to 30 minute range regardless off the bench. Like I said, barring foul trouble or anything. But if Fox is out, it's a possibility he could move into the starting lineup. They really don't like to start him, though. They like to bring him off the bench. So we could get some Davion Mitchell starting like they have done in the past. But either way, it doesn't matter. If Fox is out, Monk is going to see starter minutes, whether he starts or not. They're going to need that offense, especially going against these Denver Nuggets. Sign me up for some Malik Monk here at 5,600. At the small forward, want to look at Norman Powell. He's probably going to be one of the highest owned plays of the slate, man. But he's just a good value. We saw him get the start last time with no Paul George over here. Primarily a scorer now, so it is a little risky. He's not no lock stock value play here because he's primarily scoring. If that shot is off, it's going to be a tough outing for him. But I like going to him at 4,800, going against these Los Angeles Lakers. The shot attempts are going to be there. He just got to make them for it. He's definitely a scorer. He's looking to score. Sign me up for some Norman Powell. At the power forward spot, running it back with those Clippers players, give me LeBron James, 9,100. This might be too cheap right here for the way he's been playing since he's returned from the All-Star break, man. He is looking good out there. Like I said, he's trying to help the Lakers solidify that playoff position as they push to the end of the season. And you can just give me some LeBron James right here, especially with me having 2 or 3 Clippers in each lineup. Give me LeBron James on the run back, 9,100. He's just been destroying the last couple games. He's live for a triple-double. He's going to do whatever it takes for the Lakers to win. Give me the King James here in this spot. And then at the center, man, another potential injury play. We got Jakob Poeltl, questionable. I think he left a little early last game. Kelly Olynyk, he's another play. He's going to see some minutes off the bench. Probably 20 to 24, barring foul trouble if anything. But if Jakob Poeltl is out, I think Kelly Olynyk gets the start here, and I'm going to love him in this matchup here against the Dallas Mavericks, man. Sign me up for Kelly O at 4,900. But we need that Jakob Poeltl news, all right? If Jakob Poeltl plays, we'll switch up the game and go somewhere else. But got my eye on Kelly Olynyk, waiting on that Jakob Poeltl news, all right? There you have it, my starting 5 for DraftKings. James Harden, Malik Monk, Norman Powell, LeBron James, and Kelly Olynyk, all right? Let's go look at FanDuel and see what I'm feeling over there. At the top, man, staying with the 2 guards values, staying with Malik Monk, 6,500. A little bit more pricey over here on FanDuel. So if Fox plays, we definitely probably fall back off of Monk over here. This is primarily if Fox is out on FanDuel, but because of this price increase, he's almost $1,000 more expensive on FanDuel. So we would have to score higher without all those added bonuses that you get on DK, and he doesn't really get steals like that and no real block threat. So without the 3-point bonus and no double bonuses like that, he would be probably a very low on play for me if Fox plays on FanDuel. But if Fox is out, go on and sign me up for all the Malik Monk at 6,500. At the shooting guard spot, staying with Norman Powell, 4,800. Like I said, he's going to be the chalk du jour today. Everybody's going to probably get to him. He's going to be high on. It depends on how on he gets. Now, if he's super high, you can fade Norman Powell. I'd just play Terrence Mann or something. But watching that ownership, he should get the start here, man. Sign me up for Norman Powell. At the small forward, staying with Kawhi Leonard, man. Both of these Clippers stars are in play. Early on this morning, it's looking like James Harden is getting a little more ownership than Kawhi Leonard. I don't know why that is, but I don't mind getting the Kawhi on across both sides, man. He is just as capable, if not more capable, of lighting up the same way Harden is, man. And I love this game environment here. Sign me up for Kawhi Leonard at 9,200. At the power forward spot, I'm going to go right back to Zion, man. 8,700. Like I said, second night of a back-to-back. He didn't play 30-plus last night. Only played like 28, 29 minutes. They let him play back-to-back last time out. And he's getting a gravy spot here against the Pacers. Now, the Pacers ain't playing as fast as they were to start the year. They're slowing down since the All-Star break. But they're still playing pretty fast. And the defense is still not that good, man. And Zion, with his role as being the primary ball handler, initiating the offense, he should be good to go in this spot. If C.J. McCollum is back, that's fine with me because his role is not going to change. He should have a better chance of getting assists with a better scorer and shooter and C.J. McCollum being out there. So I'm perfectly fine getting a Zion. I love the game environment, man. Sign me up for Zion at 8,700. And now at the center, Naz Reid, man. Want to look at him. He's another play similar to Malik Monk. He's going to play regardless. He's going to play no matter what, 20 to 25 minute range if Karl Anthony Towns plays. But now with no Kyle Anderson, he might can creep up to about 22 to 28 minute range. And if Karl Anthony Towns is out, I expect him to start today and get 30 plus. And Naz Reid can fill that Karl Anthony Towns role easily. Now he can score. He might can't shoot as good as Karl Anthony Towns. He might not be an efficient scorer as Karl Anthony Towns, but he definitely can score and fill it up for you, man. If Karl Anthony Towns is out today, sign me up for Naz Reid. I'm anticipating him getting the start, provided Kyle Anderson is still out. He should slide right into that power forward spot. Sign me up for all the Naz Reid today if Karl Anthony Towns is out. Like I said, he's in play regardless of whether Towns plays or not. He should see 20 to 25 minutes, maybe a little more depending on how the game going, because it could be a blowout against the Grizzlies here. So that's another way he can pick up minutes. Like I said, he's 20 to 25. Let's say Cat plays. He should be 20 to 25 minutes regardless. Cat doesn't play, he's starting, he's 30 plus. Cat plays, it could be a blowout, it could be foul trouble, it could be anything, and Naz Reid is just going to pick up extra minutes, man. Sign me up for Naz Reid at 5,800. There you have it, your starting five on FanDuel. Naz Reid, Zion Williamson, Kawhi Leonard, Norman Powell, and Malik Monk. Get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pools. They for sure going to be in mine. That's going to do it for us here today, man. Y'all know the motto. Chances make champions. Y'all green up. I'll catch y'all next time, all right? Let's get it.